Why, hello ladies and gentlemen, finally back at it again with another video. Today's video is a Don't Starve Together guide on the ruins and why you should rush it early on like I do. Well, almost most of the time. Supplies you'll need, these are few supplies you'll need, which are crucial. So what you're going to need is a backpack, a miner hat, a spear, lantern, healing salve, hutch is optional, a walking cane, and light bulbs. Light bulbs, you'll need tons of them, at least a stack of 40. Some food you'll need is a lot of veggie items, cactus flesh, and jerky. Jerky is optional, but cactus flesh you have to get. This is a military zone where there's tons and tons of clockwork scattered through all about. This is a regular kind of little base. And right here is the maze. The maze is full of spiders and chests you can find. And right there is where the ancient guardian will be. So keep a lookout for this area. It is not hard to miss, but be careful. There are nightmare cycles that will destroy you. I'll give you more tips later on. So, as you can see here, I sped up the footage. What you can do is make sure you have a hammer and destroy most of the clockworks you find. This is an old pseudoscience station. It's mainly destroyed. You can repair it with the lucite. And what you want to do with the hammer is destroy as many destroyed clockworks as you can. See, broken clockworks, destroy the piles. They'll give you gears, gems, or wires. Keep the wires. Get a good stack of 40. The wires are very important later on. And make sure to pick up any gems you get and thulicite. Thulicite is, oh my god, perfect. As you can see here, I bait out the swings and dodge. Make sure to sidestep. Right here, you want to map out most of the area you find, because if you don't, you're going to get lost quickly. And you want to watch out for nightmare cycles, because nightmare cycles will fuck you up. They really fucks you up, but it does provide a bit of light, so take your chances. As you can see here, I stay towards the edges and map out the area. And make sure to dodge. Make sure to sidestep. And if you have the walking cane, you should be fine and be able to dodge all damage. You kind of want to play like a coward, because you are not at all ready to fight. That's why you have healing salve, because just in case you do get hit, you can heal yourself. I told you not to bring armor. I never mentioned it. Don't bring any armor. It just weighs you down. It's terrible to fight. You want to wait till you get some allies like bunnymen, or you can fix up clockworks with gears, but it's not very worth it. As you see here, I'm finding a bunch of piles next to one rook. I can just destroy them as they're asleep or as they're not paying attention. So make sure to do that. As you can see here, rooks are very easy to dodge. Just run away. As you can see here, just destroying some. Get gears and wires. Don't forget to get the gears and the wires. They're most important. Alright, if you don't get them, you're failing this guide. Restart the video. And don't forget to like it too. As you can see right here, I got past most of the maze. The maze is very difficult. Each maze is different each and every time, so don't worry about it. In the maze, you can find these little web spots, which will spawn spiders, which is not good. And you'll also find broken clockworks, and sometimes you'll find working clockworks that'll try to fight you and stop you from getting to the maze. As you can see here, you can see dangling depth dwellers coming down to come fight me. Also, there are shadow creatures. You want to look out for that. They spawn some of the chests. The chests are cursed. Once you open them, you'll hear a noise, and Wilson will say oops, and a random thing will spawn. Half the time, nothing happens when you open the chest. But it's always good to open in chests and stay near the corners. You want to play like a coward. Don't take any armor or any weapons. They're usually not worth it to carry. You just want to get gems, gears, and certain trinkets. I'll leave you with a clip of me running through the maze right here, as you can get a feel for it and see how it looks. Also, pick up the lucite. The lucite is perfect for magic. So as I got through the maze, or as you should get through the maze, remember each maze is different. And I bet you're wondering why the ground is all lit up, because the nightmare cycle is activating. During the ruins, there are several nightmare cycles, 1, 2, and 3. Third is the worst, first is basic, and second is eh. You just want to stay away from nightmare creatures, they're easy to outrun. There'll be an ancient guardian here usually, and he's like a big giant rook with a good amount of health. I think it's like 16 or 1,600, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'll make a guide on him later on, discussing him and fighting him. But as you can see here, there's tons of light bulbs that light up the area, so you don't want to worry about that. There's a bunch of graves you can dig up, but it's not worth it in the ruins, because you get tons of trinkets just by destroying broken clockwork. So don't dig up graves, but watch out for the ancient guardian here. Some tips I'll give you are pretty important. So as you can see here, as I'm walking through, you want to destroy as many broken clockworks as I mentioned before, because you'll get gems, sometimes Delicite, sometimes nightmare fuel, and a lot of gems, rare gems, green gems, yellow gems, and orange gems, which are very, very important and hard to get. So destroy as many as you can, and sometimes have rooks destroy them too. Don't forget that. Also, as you can see, there are a bunch of spiders after me, and when I walk on the webs, more spawn in, which is very, very dangerous. See, bam, there's like shit tons, and I gotta book it out of there. So don't walk on the webs. I'll show you a little trick that not many people know in this game to get past the spiders. And the spiders are very dangerous. They leap at you, and they're not worth fighting in packs. So you just want to be very, very careful. As you can see right here in this next clip I'm about to show you, in 3, 2, 1, boop! As you see, I'm walking along the edges, and none of the spiders spawn. As long as you walk along the edges of the void, no spiders will spawn in. So make sure to walk near the edges as you're going through the maze. And in this guide, you want to play like a coward, as I see here. As you see, I'm dodging most of the rooks and most of the damaging clockworks. Play like a coward. Do not fight. It is not worth it to fight several clockworks at once, no matter what armor you have. Play like a coward, stay near the edges, and don't face off any clockworks. You will die. It's certain death. Another good tip is you want to stay away from spelunkies. During the nightmare phase, they'll turn into shadow spelunkies, and they will murder you. They come at you in packs, and they're really not worth fighting. As you can see here, there's tons of spelunkies. Do not put anything down near them, because they'll steal it. Rewards. These are rewards you'll get from going into the ruins. As I told you to pick up all those wires, as you can see here, you can give them to the Pig King, and he gives you right around 5 gold each time. Say you got a stack of 40, my god, you're gonna have tons of gold. You're gonna have gold for months, almost for every season. So make sure to pick up all those wires. Some other rewards is you can get Delicite down in the ruins, green gems, yellow gems, orange gems, blue gems, red gems, purple gems. Make sure to pick up every gem. Also, you can get tons of gears and nightmare fuel. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I worked really hard on it. Senpai noticed me, Wilson. So don't forget to subscribe, because believe me, I'm worth it.